all of a sudden. So let us take polymorphism is coming into the picture for effective memory management purpose, students. The main purpose of polymorphism, in whoops, in whoops, why this is given in whoops is to get effective memory management, So effective memory management, or it is nothing but what? Less memory space always it will give you. Come in, students. Less memory space always given by what? Polymorphism concept. That means if I use polymorphism in my application, always it gives you less memory space. You need not write any memory management code for it. Already garbage collector is there. Still, from your programming side, it is going to give you less memory space. That is the purpose of polymorphism. Sir, how it will be? How to implement it? How can we implement it? Now I am going to give you one small clarity. So I am going to give you a small awareness I will give you. Take the example of non-polymorphism application, you take it. Non-polymorphism application. Let me go to the paint here. Let me take the paint. You take non-polymorphism applications. Non-polymorphism applications. Non-polymorphism applications, you take it. Non-polymorphism applications, you take it. Now start understanding about it. Carefully look into this. Suppose I want an object for calculating something. I will buy what? Calculator. Correct or not? I'll buy calculator. For what? Calculate. This is for what purpose? Calculation, right or not? This is for calculation. Just one small awareness I am giving it. Non-polymorphic application. It will take some memory space or not? It will, for calculation purpose, I am going to take it. For calculation purpose. Will it take some memory space or not? To place my calculator, it occupies some space. So it takes some memory space. It takes some space. This is object 1. Okay. Next, I am taking one more object. Object 2. I am buying something like a torchlight. Torchlight I am buying. So I am buying something like a torchlight. So this is for what? For light in dark. It also takes some memory space or not? So how many objects are there in your bag? 2 objects are there. 2 objects are there. 2 different objects, separate purpose. Right? Next, I am having one more thing called what? I want to call, or I want to have something like one more object is there. One more object 3 is there. That is nothing but what? Some net banking application is there. This is for what? Banking purpose. This is called what? Also takes separate memory space. That means you have your bank application separate. Next, I am having one more thing is nothing but what? Object 4. You have one landline is there. Landline is also one object. This is for what? Calling. It also takes some memory space. So in my daily life, how many components are around with me? So many number of objects. Are they taking separate memory space or not? Come on. Yes. So this is called a non-polymorphism application. I don't want this. This is called a non-polymorphism application. Now you tell me, without any delay, tell me, with the polymorphism applications, you tell me. With the polymorphism, you just apply your intelligence and I hope you can answer my question. Instead of these 4 objects, with one object, I can do everything. What is that? Mobile. So you take one object, that is, you buy what? Mobile object, you buy it. It will do what? It will calculate. It will have what? Light. It will have light. Next is called what? It will have light. Next, ma, it will have banking operations you can do. Banking operations you can do. You can go for calling. You can go for what? Any kind of operations you can do. Multiple operations you can do. I want one camera to take your pics. If it is a non-polymorphism application, I need to have a separate object called camera. Here in this case, what is happening? I want to take cam also. I want to take cam also. These many number of things I want. How many objects you are having with you? One. It is called one. Now I am going to prepare one small definition, students. What is your object is having? One. How many behaviors it has? It can do lighting, it can do calculate operation, it can do light operation, banking operation, calling operation, and pick operation also it can do. How many operations? Multiple operations you can do. How many objects you have? One object, which is available in where? Which is available in what? Multiple forms it is having. What is that? What is this object? One or many? One form in. Come on, spell out. One form in multiple forms is the rule of what? Polymorphism. Is the rule of what, students? Yes. What is polymorphism? The process of representing one form in multiple forms is called polymorphism. This rule will give you always which memory space? Less memory space. Instead of taking calculator object, torchlight, net banking, camera, landline, phone, everything to put it in the bag, almost 6 to 7 objects are there, which is a heavy weight or not. Instead of that, a single or mobile object can do everything for you. Which one you prefer to do it? Mobile operation, mobile kind of object can do multiple operations. Which one will take less memory space to preserve it? One object in multiple operations will give you. Is it called one effective mechanism or not? Yes. Now I want to go for one more is there. One in how many forms? Multiple forms. The process of representing one form in multiple forms is called what? Polymorphism. Did you understand the meaning first of all? What is the use of polymorphism? Always gives you less memory space. Always gives you. Yes. Tell me once again, what is the definition of polymorphism? The process of representing one form in multiple forms is called. Right. Can I go to little bit programmatically now? Yes. Let me, students, go to the to implement this polymorphism. Slowly I will go to the subject. To implement this polymorphism. Polymorphism concept is there in C++, Java, .NET. Every object-oriented programming, polymorphism is compulsory, student. No language will deny this advantage. Which advantage are there? Which advantage is there? Less memory space is the main criteria when you follow this principle. That's why all object-oriented programming languages compulsory will follow which mechanism? Polymorphism mechanism it will follow. What is an advantage of polymorphism? Less memory space. Did you have the awareness about it? Technically, we are going to enter into that. Now, coming to the point back, here I am going to write it. A simple diagram I am going to write it. I am differentiating between inheritance and polymorphism. Moreover, one more point before the diagram. To implement polymorphism. To implement polymorphism. What do you mean by implementation? Bring into action. Write a code of polymorphism. To implement polymorphism principle is a common for all the object-oriented programming languages. Satisfied every object-oriented language. To implement polymorphism principle, we use a programming concept called programming concept called method overriding. One special word, this is method overriding. What is method overriding? You can understand very easily. Polymorphism, if you want to implement, which concept is compulsory? Method overriding. So in front of you, which concept is visible? In front of you, which concept is visible? To implement polymorphism, we use which concept? Method overriding. Method overriding is present in where? Python, Java, C++, .NET. Every object-oriented programming language will contain. Sir, what is method overriding? Method overriding, you already know functions now? You know functions? Yes, students in online, try to take care, mom. I'm talking to you continuously this subject. So, you know function definition, right? Function definition contains how many parts? Come on. Very good. 2 parts. Number 1, function definition, function call. So, wrong answer. Function definition contains how many parts? Everybody wrong. You are thinking that function parts of functions too. నేను ఓపెన్ చేస్తాను, అది మీరు మర్చిపోతా ఉండండి, నేను మళ్ళీ చెప్తా ఉంటాను. ఓకేనా? Once you are out of my classroom, who will explain? Somebody? Right. Yes. So Raju is saying function body and name is same. Some half correct, half wrong. Half minus half is equal to 0. No problem. Silence you know maintain now. So Chandu is saying that 2 parts are there. Function heading, function body. Open Jasamadi. 6 p.m. Functions, sweet memories of my subject. Syntax for defining function. Right? Open it. See a beautiful diagram. Syntax for defining a function. Function heading, function body. Function heading, function body. Already there. Already we discussed in LKG level only. If you don't remember, what can I do? You tell me. Function heading plus function body. Shall I go to the program now? Yes. What is the definition of polymorphism? Polymorphism and method overriding. Still, half an hour more will be discussing this concept only. Through coding, I will explain. Tell me, what is the method? What is the function polymorphism? The process of representing one form in multiple forms. Polymorphism is only principle. What is one form? What is a multiple form? What is the form? I will explain these terms. But let me enter into the coding. To implement the polymorphism, what is required? Method overriding is compulsory. What is method overriding? I am going to explain. Right. Let us go to that. Now I am going to take the example. PY. I am taking simple small example. Class circle DEF draw one of what? Self. Print of what? Drawing. What is this? Circle. Drawing circle. Okay now? Yes. So draw, I will take it. Draw, I will take it. Drawing circle. What this is called? Beginning. This is line number 2 is called what? Heading. Line number 3 is called what? Body. Body. Next one more I am writing. DEF. What is method overriding? Just English word you understand. What is overriding? Already defined. On the defined part, you are eliminating and writing once again. That is called overwriting. English also same or not? Method overriding. I am showing in a different way. Then I will change my code. I am writing what is same. Heading is same. In both the places, if you observe, I will change this code, students, because I am starting from 0 level. Void DEF draw self. Here I am writing print of, what is this now? Drawing rectangle I am writing. For example, drawing rectangle I am writing. This is the first function you defined it, which is called one function. Same function heading I wrote it, with a different body I wrote it. It is just looking like what? Heading is same, body is different. It is just considered as what? Method overriding. Redefining the method is known as overriding. What is this function is called a function definition. What I did here, I redefined it. Redefining means what? Changing the body and keeping the new body is known as what? Overriding. Okay. Coming to the main program. Coming to the main program. C is equal to what? Circle of. I'm changing the code, students. Don't worry. I'm starting from the basics. C dot what? Draw. What is an answer? Carefully tell me. Empty. Come on. Drawing. Drawing. Very good. Drawing rectangle, not drawing circle. Why? Because it considers only latest one. Because the PVM is one of the interpreter. Right? So I am writing here something like what? Method override example 1 dot C. Students, I will take it. Just to go to the place in 6 p.m. I'll just keep it small place. Go to this place. Oops, I'm saying one small folder. Method. I'm just writing something like this. I'm not going to say this code. I'm just showing to you just generally. Coming to the command prompt, I'll change this code, students. Don't think that this is only the final code. I'm changing that. Method 6 p.m. So something like that method. Say something like this. Say something like this. CD, okay. Oops. CD. Oops. Say this. Now you students. EY. What is my example? See the example, drawing rectangle. Are you able to follow? Yes. Now, my question is, how do you call this now? If I write in the last part, what is happening? You see, I'll write this in the last part. What is this now? You see, drawing circle. I want to call both of them at a time. What I will do? Possible or not possible, first of all? Not possible. I have, see students, practice it. Same function definition, not possible at all. Not possible at all. Because you cannot write this statement in the middle of it. You cannot write it here. Will you write it? You cannot write like our functional programming. You cannot do it. You cannot do it like this. If you write like this, you cut it and then do like this. It is going to give you blunder. It is going to give you an error. So we cannot do the type of logics. So method overriding cannot be done in the same class. And method overriding cannot be doing in the same class. Sir, how to do it then? How to do it then? Now I am going to write it. If you want to do method overriding concept in the Python program, you have to apply inheritance principle. Inheritance principle. Come on, class what? Rect of what? Circle. Just a say pass. Circle class is containing the draw method. It is a defined first time, which is known as what? Original method we can call. Spell out. Original method. Original method I am calling. Original method I am calling here. Okay. After that, I am defining the class called rectangle, circle inheriting, pass I am saying. What object I am creating here? R is equal to what? Rect of, because it is called a derived class. R dot what? Draw. R dot draw. Is it valid or invalid? Come on. Valid. What is the answer? Come on. Drawing. Good. How it is? Draw function called with respect to R. R is an object of rect class. PVM goes to rect class. Looking for draw method. Is the draw method is there or not? There or not there? There. How it is there? Logically, virtually it is there. What is the same definition is coming? I will write here print of with respect to With respect to what? With respect to what? Rect class object I am saying. With respect to rect class object I am saying, run this code now. See the answer now. With respect to rect class drawing circle, if the end user will look into that, will they feel that wrong answer or not? With respect to rect class drawing circle, they will feel that it is wrongly written the code. But according to my program, it is correct or not? Now I'm going to say remove the pass, and what is coming from circle class to rect class? What function is coming? Draw is coming. What should I do? Override. Now I am writing DEF. Same definition is coming. I will take the heading. What is the heading? Draw of what? Self. Heading is same. What I am doing? Redefining my method. Print of drawing rectangle. This type of method is known as what? Overridden method we can call. Which method it is? What is this method is called? Original method present in which class? Which class? What is this method is? What is this class is called? Derived class. Original method present in which class? Can I override in the same class? No. If I override in the same class, which method will come? Latest method will come. But that is not the way. Now I am inheriting from which class? Circle class. What the method is coming? Same method is coming. Same heading I am saying. What is different? Body is different. Start. R dot what? Draw. Draw method called with respect to R. R is an object of rect class. Control goes to which class? Rect class. Looking for which method? What is the draw method is called? What is the answer is coming? Drawing rectangle. Come on here. Execute it. Drawing rectangle coming or not? Now, my interest is, I want to call which method also? Circle related draw method. How do you call it earlier? We called university class, you take it. Last class example. Student methods are calling college methods. College methods are calling university methods. Today I need to call draw method of which class? Rect class. Must call what? Draw method of which class? What you will do? Come on. Self dot. Come on. Draw. Self dot. Draw. Because of self dot draw. Do you know what is happening? Draw method of same class only will call again and again, again and again, again and again. Are you following me? Yes. Execute it. See the answer now. Calling the same function again and again or not? Is it not calling recursively same thing? Yes. So here, what is not working? Self dot draw is not working. Once again, I will repeat. Go. What is this class is called a circle. Non-method overriding example, I will take it. Non-method overriding example, I will take it. Non-method overriding. That means only inheritance example, I will tell you. Non-method overriding. Non-polymorphism application, I am saying. Draw one. It is one method. Draw 2 is another method. Draw 2 is another method. Two different methods are there. Think students immediately. With respect to what class? Rect class. R dot what? Draw 2. See this example, students. Save this. Save this. Carefully follow. Not an issue. Carefully follow. Execute. PY. Non this thing. What is the answer is coming? A rectangle. From this draw 2, can I call the base class draw 1? How do you call it? Self dot draw 1. Students in online. See students, getting the answer or not? Are you following? Why we are able to get the answer self dot draw? Because they are unique methods. Are you correct? My dear students, this is called which application? Non-polymorphism application. With what? But it is what application? Inheritance program. Correct or not? Now tell me, draw 1 is called what? One function name. Draw 2 is called one function name. Are you following? Every function name is called one object or not? Every function is called another object or not? So in my program, how many objects of functions we are using? 2 objects of functions I am using. Definitely it will take how much memory space? 2 objects memory space it will take. That means in the inheritance application, it is a non-polymorphism with what? So how many methods I am using? 2 methods I am using. Each method name is called one object of function class, which is taking 2 memory spaces. Did you understand? Come to online students. Take care. Go to here self.draw one is coming. Answer came. Now go to previous one. Now here I wrote it. Self.what? Draw I am saying. See here students. Draw method. Again draw method. How many function objects I am taking? 1. 1. How much memory space here compared to the previous one? Only 1 memory space is taking. Here answer is coming. Whose answer replaced with the second one? Right or not? In which memory space? Same memory space. Which one is having high performance internally? Same method with different operations. Yes or no? A mobile with different operations is called a less memory space or not? One function name providing more number of operation. This self.draw will not call this draw method students. Now I am going to introduce one technique now. Once again I will run polymorphism kind of thing. This is method overriding gives the same function called again and again or not. To avoid this problem, we are using today to call the original method from which method? Original method. There is a beautiful concept is there. Call with respect to class name. What is my class name? That is one approach. There is one more approach is there. What is that? Super of. What is the function name? What is the super of says? Call the super class method name. What is my super class method name? Draw. From which class method? Overridden method of which class? Right? See students, calling which method? Super class method. Super class method called what? Draw. From where? Overridden method of derived class. What is the today new concept is coming? Super of. What function? Draw. Execute. Beautiful answer you see. Beautiful answers you see. Now see that answer you see. Getting here. Dot py. So see that. Okay. Answer is coming or not? Method overriding example 1.py. Drawing rectangle and drawing what? Circle. Easy or difficult? Easy. So what I'm writing? Super of. You can also write one more thing. What is that now? Circle of. That time I will write what? Self. I'll tell you the syntaxes. Don't worry. Same. What is my example? Method overriding example 1. Execute. Same example coming or not? But when to use a super and all those things, I will explain students. Don't worry today. Are you understanding this part? Tell me how many functions I am using? 1 or many? 1. How many answers I am getting? So 1 function, 2 different answers. Is it definitely one advantage or not? This is known as what? Method overriding using as a part of which one you are using? Polymorphism. Again, I am asking to use a polymorphism in my program. Which concept I have to use it? To use a method overriding in Python program, which kind of whoops principle I have to use it again? Inheritance I have to use it. To use inheritance concept, I need to use what again? Class and object concept I need to use. Did you understand? Tell me, come to the conclusion. What is the definition of polymorphism? The process of representing one form in multiple forms is called what? To implement polymorphism concept, I must use what? Method overriding says what? Heading same. What is different? Body different. To use method overriding in my program, I must use which principle? To use inheritance, I must use what? So indirectly, when I started using polymorphism, total whoops principles I have to use it. Understand? One more time. One more time I will go for it. Next. Come on here. I will take it. Class. What I am writing? Square of what? Rectangle. What is this now? DEF. What is this now? Draw of self. What is this method is called? Overridden method. I am defining here. What is this now? Drawing. Come on. Square. Which inheritance this is? Multi-level. With respect to which class here? Square class. I will create an object of square class. Come on, students. S is equal to what here? Square of. Create what? S dot square. Come on, students. Square function. Going to this place. Draw method. What is the answer? Drawing square. Run this code, my dear students. Drawing square. From the draw method of square class, I want to call the draw method of which class? Rectangle class. So what is the relation between square and rectangle? Square is a derived class, rect is a super class. How do you call that draw method, students? Super of dot what? Draw. Beautiful. See the output now. Earlier drawing square is calling what? Drawing rectangle. Are you following, guys? From the drawing rectangle, I want to call the super class called what? Circle. How do you write it now? Super of, what is this? Draw. Where I am writing, you see ma. Under the rectangle subclass, circle superclass. Super dot draw. Its super class is called circle. Execute it. See the answer called square is calling rectangle. Rectangle is calling what? Circle. Are you following this? You cannot call. Here I should not write. Super of. So many examples we'll discuss. Super of like that you cannot call. What is super of? This is called a circle. Circle to rectangle. Rectangle to what? Square. Square can call rectangle. Rectangle can call what? By using what function? Super of. You cannot call this entire thing by using what? Super of dot super of you cannot call. Are you following me? If at all you are interested to call, your requirement is to call what? Directly from square to where? Circle want to call. There is a doubt or not? I'll tell you how to do it. First, let me show you the error here. Line number 15 error. Line number 15 error. Super of object has no super. Super of super is not there. Are you getting? Sir, how to do that time, sir? Very simple, sir. Second approach I told you. What is the class name? Circle. Writing happily. Dot what? Draw of what? Self I need to write. I'll give you separate explanation, separate description. Of course, you are understanding the syntax. Now you see the answer now. Some problem, indentation problem. You execute it. See the answer getting or not. It's not only to write like that. You can call anywhere else. You don't call this. Directly square is calling circle directly. Execute it. Square and then circle coming or not. So tell me, how many approaches are there to call base class methods from overridden methods of derived class? One is super of, one more is class name approach. I'll come to that. There are a lot of things to discuss with you. Come to the point of it. Once again, I'm going to give you the conclusions. This is called a draw 1, draw 2, and then what? Draw 3. Yes dot draw 1. Yes dot what? Draw 2. Yes dot what? Draw 3. Yes dot draw 3. How many functions I am using? 3 functions means 3 different objects I am using or not? Answer came. Inheritance is there. No polymorphism, no method overriding. Why? Different name. Each function object is called separate memory space. But today is what? Draw and then draw and then what? Draw. How many draws are there? 1 draw. It is looking like 1 or many? 1. But how many answers? Is it not called 1 in many forms? What is this concept is resembling? Polymorphism. To implement the polymorphism in the program, which concept is applied? Method overriding. To use method overriding in the program, which principle is applied again? Inheritance. To use inheritance principle, I am applying classes and objects or not? As execute it, only draw function is coming. To call its base class things, I will call it as what? Super of draw in this class. Go to its base class. Super of draw, you write it. Super of what you write it. Draw, you write it. Execute it. Same answer like previous or not? This is a inheritance based application. This is a polymorphism based application. Which applications are best? Polymorphism application. Now be careful, students. Now I am writing. Super of dot what I am writing? Draw. Where I am writing? Under the class name called a circle, super of dot draw I am writing. Is it valid or invalid? Come on. Valid or invalid? Huh? Invalid this is. Super of draw means who is a super class for circle? Object. Already told you. Object. Object does not contain which function? See the error. See the error. See the error. Come on. Read out. Super object has no attribute called a draw. That means line number is called what? 5. Line number 5 does not have super object, because who is a super class for circle? So if you want, you can write in the bracket called what? Object. No issue at all. You are going to get an error. Same type of error is coming. Same type of error previously. Now also same error. Are you following? But nothing is error when I write it. But implicitly it is a super class only. It is going to be called error. Did you understand this point, students? Come on to the point of it once again. Online students, did you understand up to here? I'm slowly entering into the further. Come on, respond everybody. Now, in this case, let us see the polymorphism definition. How many methods I am having? Why are you maintaining silence? How many methods? One method is there, but this is giving what? Circle notation. Same method is giving rectangle notation. Same method is giving what? That is nothing but one draw method is giving circle and then rectangle and then what? Square. One method, one form in multiple forms. What is this concept is called? Polymorphism definition. What is the polymorphism? The process of representing one form in multiple forms is called what? Polymorphism. Once again, in the polymorphism, how many forms are there? One form in multiple forms. What is that one form? Is called what? Original method. Which method? Multiple forms are called what? Overridden method. Multiple forms. Multiple form I am taking. Multiple form I am going to take it. This is called multiple forms. This is one form. This is another form. This is one form and this is another form. Are you able to follow this? This is one form and this is multiple form. So coming to the further, original method one form, overridden method multiple forms, overridden method multiple forms. Once again I am repeating, one form in how many forms? Multiple forms. Multiple forms we can call. One form is nothing but which method? Original method. Multiple forms are nothing but what? Overridden methods. Did you understand the meaning of this? What do you mean by form? I'm going to answer it. A form is something like a method. And you already know that a method in Python is something like what? Object. Object. Now you come to the conclusion. If the method exists in base class, we call it as what? One form. If the same method existing in different derived classes, we call it as what? Multiple forms. So what is the form original meaning of OOPS terminology? The state of existence of the method. The state of existence of method. The state of existence of method is called what? Form. Come on, state of existence of the method. If the method is exist in which class? Base class. It is called what? One form. If the same method exists in which classes? Derived classes. We call it as what? Multiple forms are what? Overridden method. Did you understand the meaning of form? Are you getting? So coming to the conclusion, polymorphism concept always gives what memory space? Less memory space. Less memory space is giving you performance oriented or not. So what is the difference between inheritance and polymorphism? even though inheritance will take less memory space, but you are taking different methods. For every method, one memory space is taken internally. Let me write one small diagram here. One small diagram. Try to understand quickly now. I will write two things here. Two different things I am writing. This is called C. One class of I am taking. This is another type of thing. This is another type of thing I am taking. Here I am taking C1. Next I am taking C2. Next I am taking C3. Next I am taking C4. Okay. Here I am taking X method. Here I am taking X method. Here I am taking Y method. Here I am taking Z method. Here I am taking K method. And I am applying inheritance here. This is by looking at it, you must understand which is inheritance and which is polymorphism. This is a diagram number 1. This is called figure number 1. Figure number 2, I will take it. Same type of thing I will take it. Same type of thing I am taking. Just to paste it the other side. Now I am writing there. Now I am writing there. Take care. I'll remove that. I'll remove this. And I am trying to write. Take care, students. X of, and X of. And I am writing X of. Start giving these answers now. Everybody. Now start answering. Figure number 2. This is called figure number 2. By looking at it, you can understand what is inheritance diagram, what is polymorphism diagram. Figure 1 is containing what? Inheritance is available strictly here. Inheritance available quickly here. Figure number 2 contains what? Polymorphism. How do you understand it is a polymorphism? Come on. One method available into multiple forms or not? So what is this polymorphism is applying? One form in multiple forms. So I applied method overriding or not? Method overriding uses what? So here only different methods are using. This is simply inheritance. You may be getting the reusability of the code, but it is taking memory space more compared to what? Polymorphism. That's why when whoops coming into picture, which is an ultimate solution to consider? Polymorphism. Polymorphism uses what? Last and final. Method overriding. Method overriding uses what? Inheritance. Inheritance uses, right. Suppose I don't want to give the method to the derived class. There is a method called ZMA. There is a method called Z. Z I don't want to give to the derived class. I will hide it. Z method, X is inheriting, overriding. I don't want to override the method at all. I don't want to inherit at all. If the method is inheriting, then only you can override or not. If the method is not inheriting, how can you override? So I don't want to give the permission for the derived class programmer to override my method. I will do what? Underscore I will write it. Which method I am writing? Before the Z method, I am writing that. Before the Z method, I am writing underscore. What is that meaning? It is encapsulation is applied. Can I use Z method here? No. Can I use Z method here? No. I cannot use the Z method here. Z method can be used only inside of which class? You cannot use it into other places. So I'm using what also? Encapsulation also used or not? So coming to the point of it. So students in online, did you understand up to here? I will go to next level. Let me show you the concept of this. 1 minute I will show you the concept of. I will go to this place. I will show you the polymorphism definition. I will show you. Polymorphism definition only I will show you. Only polymorphism definition. Look at that. I am taking that. Just watch it. Anywhere, whoops, polymorphism is asking, repeat as it is. Come on. Polymorphism is one of the distinct feature of whoops. The purpose of polymorphism is that efficient utilization of memory space. Efficient utilization of what? Memory space. Or less memory space is achieved. What is the definition of polymorphism? The process of representing one form in multiple forms is called polymorphism. The polymorphism principle is implemented. Implemented means what? Bring into action by using method overriding feature of all object-oriented programming languages. In Java, Python, C#.NET, in C++, everywhere else we use which concept? Method overriding. Come on. In addition, in the definition of polymorphism, one form represents original method. Multiple forms represents what? Overridden methods. Did you understand? Next, a form is nothing but existence of a method. What is that existence? If a method existing in base class, then it is called original method. That is called one form. And if the method exists in derived classes, then it is called what? Overridden method, which is known as what? Multiple forms. Did you understand this? Fine. Now coming to the discussion of what? This example you see. So this example you see, is it an example of polymorphism or not? Come on. Is an example of polymorphism. I am getting the polymorphism by using what? Overriding the methods. Overriding the methods. I can also do the same overriding by constructors also. Polymorphism through constructors I will get it. Shall I? Yes. Let me go to the constructors related kind of overriding. First of all, up to here, okay? Let me go to the same example through constructors I will tell you. Through constructors. Let me tell you one more example here. After that, I'll go to one more point. Class C1 or take directly circle. I am taking one small method or you take C1 or let it be circle. DEF underscore init underscore of self. I'm just calling print of just one message only I'm giving. Drawing what? Circle. That's all. What is this constructor is called a default constructor or not? Okay. Coming to the class called what? Rectangle of what I'm writing? Circle of what here? Class. Coming to main program. Create an object of what? R of rect. What is this is known as object creation. Object creation makes you to do what? Constructor calling. Which constructor? Default constructor. Default constructor. Are you following this? Yes. Show up con. Sir, overridden method will logically in other class or permanent in memory. Are you asking question or you are saying your opinion? So overridden method will have logically in another class, no, in derived class or permanent in memory. So the point is, once you say the base class method, it is coming to derived class. That is nothing but what? Logically it is available. In derived class, it won't take memory space, but already one time memory space is taking or not. If you come to this inheritance diagram, X is available in how many places? C2, C3, C4. X available how many times? 4 times. But how many times memory space will take? Y is available in C3 and C4. So Y is available in how many places? 3 places. But memory space will take. Z will be available in C3. Z will come to where? C4. Z is available how many times? But memory space will take. K will available one time only, one time memory space will take. So internally X memory space, Y memory space, Z memory space, K memory space taking or not? Yes or no? But when you come to show up con, when you come to this X is available how many times? One time only memory space is available. When it comes to this X not taking at all. One time memory space giving what? Different results are coming, which is better. One time and giving the different results are always best approach. That's why polymorphism is a popular in object-oriented programming. Are you able to understand? So, Subham, can we override derived class method to superclass? That is not possible. Not possible. So, possible or not possible? Not possible. Your grandparent is given a property and you are overriding and you are earning new property. And by carrying that, and you cannot give your property to your grandparent because it's already garbage collector is collected away. Are you following that? So top to bottom possible, bottom to top is not possible. So I've gone Shubham. Did you understand that? So Shubham got it. Because that example it touched his heart. Okay, let me go to that. Come on, students. Now constructor. What is this now? Object creation. Go to where? Constructor calling. Go to which class? Come on, students. Rect class. In rect class, do you have constructor? ఎన్ని రోజుల నుంచి చెప్తున్నా నేను. దేరా నాట్ దేరా? It is there because constructors are inheriting. Where I taught in the whoops constructors. Point number 4. Point number 4. Types constructors in Python. Point number 4. You see, in Python, constructors can participate in inheritance process. So, including point numbers kuda gurtunnayi naku. But you did not remember topic name also. That is the difference. Right? So, R is equal to rect of. Which constructor is inheriting? Base class constructor is, what is the answer is coming? Drawing circle. See this answer now. I am going to say something like what? Constructor override example dot py. Just one small example. Save this. What more? So here I will take this example. So square also I will write it. Don't worry. One by one, slowly I will go for it. So py. So here circle is not defined. Spelling mistake. So here circle. So circle. You execute it. So okay. Now need to circle. Okay. Circle is required. Go to the place. Now execute it. See students, what is coming? That indicates constructor inherited or not? Inherited or not inherited? Now is this constructor's point is clear? In Python, constructors can participate in where? Now I'm going to do what? In Python, constructors can be overridden. Go to the example. I will remove this. Now override. Override means what? Heading is same, body different. DEF underscore init underscore of self of what you see. Print of what is this now? Drawing rectangle. What is this constructor is called? Overridden constructor. What is this constructor, ma? What is this constructor called? Original constructor. And say now, object creation calls its constructor or not? Which constructor? Okay. See the answer now. What is the answer is coming? Drawing rectangle. Drawing? Oh, now from this drawing rectangle, I want to call what? Superclass constructor. How do you call it? Come on. Super of dot what? Underscore init underscore of. Okay. See students how simple it is. Drawing rectangle, drawing what? Circle. What is this mechanism is called? Constructor overriding. Can I write the same constructor in the same place once again? If at all you write it, it will take latest constructor only, not taking the original constructor and overridden constructor. Let me take one more, students. I will take it one more time. What is this now? Class called what? Come on. Square I will take it. What I am taking here? Rectangle I am taking. What I am taking now? Self. Drawing what? Square I am saying. Drawing square I am saying. What is this now? S is equal to what? Square of I am saying. Tell me, object creation makes you to call this constructor or not? Right. Execute, students. See that drawing square. From this drawing square, I want to call what? Rect. Come on, call, students. Super of, come on, ma, dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore of. Yes. See students, calling square is calling what? Rectangle. Again, if you call super dot super of dot super of dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore of, will not call, its super class will not call. Error or not? As to avoid this type of statement, we go for this place. Come on. Super of dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore of. Getting the answer or not? Easy. So final point is circle to rectangle, rectangle to square, circle square rectangle, square constructor can call rectangle constructor. Rectangle constructor can call by using what function? Super of function. Use this square cannot call what? Circle class. So I should not apply what? Super of. Super of function can apply only to immediate class. Immediate base class things only can call. Right or not? Bottommost derived class cannot call the topmost base class. Understand? In order to call it, I must use what approach, students? Class name approach we need to use it. What is the class name? Circle dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore of what? Self you need to write. Sir, why self required, sir? Actually, class name dot means what methods? Class level method, static methods, but I am passing self, indicating that it is an instance method. Of which class? Circle class. Shall I write it? Okay. Come on, write it what you know? Circle dot underscore underscore init of self I need to write. That time I should not write this line. Correct or not? Execute it. Got the same answer or not? Even square class also you can call. How do you call it? Square or rectangle? Rectangle dot init of what I can write it? Self of I can write it. Getting or not? Understand? How many approaches are there to call my base class methods? Two. One is super of. One more is class name of. Super dot method name, super of method name, super of constructor name. Class name dot constructor name, class name of method name. Are you okay? Now shall I go to one more example? So Samir Ranjan Naik, why you won't write super dot unit of? My dear student, Samir Ranjan Naik, super of dot underscore underscore init underscore underscore of self need not to write. His doubt is why we don't write. Because Python did not designed by the KVR, sir. It is already designed. So they said that reason also I will tell you, Samir. Super of, who is a super class? Correct. In that what constructor? Init. That is enough. No need to pass self separately. If you write class name dot means what actually? Static method or class level method. But what we are calling constructor is not a class level or static. Constructor is what? Self-oriented. That's why we need to pass what? Self. I hope, Samir, you understand my point. You convinced with my answer. So, shall I move forward? Shall I move forward? Okay, you will convince or not, you will take care. So, you have to convince it. It's a syntax of it. I explained syntax internally. Are you okay? Shall I move forward? Yes. So, what is method overriding? Method overriding or constructor overriding is equal to method heading or constructor heading is same plus method body or constructor body is different. Understand? Yes. One more example I will take it. Look at that. Follow me. Now I am going to introduce. Go to the place. Class called teacher. Class called teacher. Class called teacher. DEF. Read notes of self, print off simple message, T advice teacher says, read notes and practice. So just I said some small thing, practice. This is called my method. Class, who is that? Lazy student of what? Teacher. What he will do? He will override. DEF, what is this now? Read notes of what? Self. Same heading. Print of what? Lazy student, neither read nor practice. Some of the friends are looking to each other. Are you like that? Next is called what? Perfect student. Of what here? Teacher. I am writing, what is the function coming? Read. Same function is coming. Read notes. Of what here? Self. Now I am writing there, print of. So perfect student reads more and practice more. It's just overriding. Practice more. Read and practice more. And then, now coming to this point. What is this inheritance called? A teacher. He is giving the properties to what? Two people. One is called what? Lazy student, and one more is perfect student. Hierarchical inheritance. I can take method 1, method 2, method 3 I can take. Method 1, one X method I can take, one Y method I can take, one Z method I can take. How many methods? 3 methods, more memory space. I want to take one method with a different implementation. One in what? Many forms. Will take what memory space? So create an object, main program. How many subclasses I am having? 2 subclasses. One is called what? LS is equal to what student? Lazy student object. I will write this object of LS dot what? Read notes. Read notes is one thing, and print of this part. This is called lazy student to teacher communication. Just run it once again. Just I am writing here. So TL and then P dot PY. So T dot PY, TLP dot PY. Go to this place, execute it, PY. See that lazy student neither read nor practice. To call this lazy student base class method, I will say what here? Can I write self dot? Come on. Can I write like this? No, it is in the case of only unique methods, inheritance level. We cannot write it. See, once you are getting same thing again and again. Problem. To avoid this problem, what should I do? Super off. See that answer now. Getting or not? Lazy student, but teacher says like that. Now, coming to this place, PS is equal to, what is the student next? Perfect student. Now see here, I say PS dot. Come on, read notes. Only perfect student data is coming. Perfect student data is internally calling. It's a teacher data. You can call not only after that. Come on, how do you call it? Super off. What is this now? Read notes of. You see that teacher says this and he is also doing the same thing. Did you follow this? Which type of inheritance? Hierarchical inheritance, polymorphism, method overriding, inheritance, everything is there. Did you understand? Yes. So, method overriding, I am going to say the definition now. Come on, once again. What is this method is called, ma? What is this method is called? Original method or not? Original method. What is this methods are called? Overridden methods. How simple it is. Overridden method. Now I am saying overridden method here. This also giving you overridden method. Heading is same. What is different? Body different. This is one answer I already told you. One more thing I am going to say. What is this method is called? Original method. What is this method is called? It is also known as what? Redefined method we can call. Spell out. Redefined method. What is this is also called? Redefined method. Redefined method. What is the method overriding? Second definition. The process of redefining original method of each class, base class, into where? Derived classes is called method overriding. Malla, once again, the process of redefining method of base class into where? Derived class is called what? Method overriding. What is the method overriding? Second definition. The process of redefining the original method of base class into various derived classes is called method overriding. Compulsory questions these are all called. They don't ask much deeply. If they ask deeply, you are the first student to select. If they ask only definitions, they will ask in whoops. What is the use of polymorphism? They will say. If you say your own answer, if I am sitting in a cinema hall, I am an audience. If I go to a stadium, I am a player. If I go to a shop, I am a customer. You will say, take your luggage and go, you will say. What is the use of polymorphism? Less memory space is the main objective of polymorphism. How do you implement that? They will ask you. Using what? Method overriding. If they ask you, can you give any general example? They will ask. You can say, you take a mobile object, you take it. With a mobile object, you are doing multiple operations. Earlier, olden days, you are having watch object, calculator object, torchlight object, banking operations, separate things you need to do it or not. But today, by sitting in one place, you can do everything or not. So it is nothing but which concept it is? Polymorphism is done. So you can order your items also. So coming to the point of it, now I am going to give you the definition of what? I am going to give you the definition of what? One small definition I am going to show you, students. Method overriding. One small concept also I want to show you. My dear students, try to read. Method overriding in, come on. Method overriding is equal to, method heading is same, method body is different. Did you understand? Or the process of redefining the original method of base class into various derived classes for performing different operations is called method overriding. To use method overriding in Python program, we must apply inheritance principle. Method overriding used for implementing polymorphism principle. Yes. Now see, I wrote one equation. Polymorphism uses, arrow you see towards. Where what it uses? Method overriding uses. Inheritance uses. So overall Python programming, if you come, which applications you are developing? It internally uses almost all our previous topics or not? And one simple example I posted. And one beautiful example, what do you like it, I posted. Are you following this? Whatever is written it. This is called method overriding. And one example I told you, this is the polymorphism. It's a very short concept. There is a more meaning is there. Shall we go now? Now, I will go to the next calculation examples I will take. Students in online, did you understand polymorphism and method overriding now? So go to once your whoops, index of whoops, you open it, and beginning one I will take up once, classes purpose, object purpose, encapsulation purpose, abstraction purpose, inheritance purpose. Today what? Polymorphism. Are you able to get it? So all these purposes, they will ask a compulsory. Definitions, they will ask a compulsory. And they will ask syntaxes also. Now I am going to introduce some examples. I am going to introduce. So go to the example part. So all the students in the online, you got it. Now I am writing program for calculating. Simple example again, area of different figures by using what? Oops. Different oops. How many ways are there to do it? Number one, circle class separate, Circle class separate, rectangle class separate, square class separate. Separate classes, I'll write it. C is equal to C of, R is equal to R of, S is equal to S of. Is it recommended? Not at all. Next, I will go to C to R, R to S. What is the function name? C area function, R area function, R area function, S area function. Which object I will create? Square object I will create. How many functions I am calling separately? Three functions I will call. This is also not recommended because it is an inheritance. Okay. But what is that? C to R, R to S. What is the function I am having? Area function, overridden function, overridden function. One function with three different areas. This is the best. Polymorphism. See, only classes and objects, students. Only classes and objects. Classes and objects with what? Inheritance. Here what? Polymorphism, method overriding, inheritance, classes and objects. Understand, students? Let's go. Let's go to this example. Come on, start here. Class what? Circle. Come on. I hope you are following me. DEF. Let me do it little fast. Area of what? Self. Self. Can I take parameter now? I'll take parameter. Comma what? R. Okay. Why to experiment with you? Because you are so sensitive. LKG student you are. You cannot take the U-turn immediately. You have to go long and then you have to slow down and you have to come to neutral, engine stop. Then you have to get down and you have to turn your vehicle. Then you will start again. So spontaneous is required. So circle. Okay, later I will convert the same thing. Okay, self dot R is equal to what? Self dot R is equal to what, students? Float of input of enter radius. Enter radius. Come on, self dot AC is equal to self dot R into 3.14. I will write it. 3.14 into self dot R into 2. Print of what, students? Area of circle is equal to dot format of what? Self dot AC. Self dot AC. Are you okay? Come on, you understand that. Class what now? Square of what I will do? Circle. If I say pass, already you understand, students. Main program I am taking. Which object I am taking? Square of. S dot what I am calling? Area. Which area will come? Circle area will come. Which area will come? So now I am going to say polymorphism example 1.py. Let's come to the point back to my polymorphism folder. I will save it. Here I will take it. Polymorphism example 1. Coming to this place, out of that, CD polymorphism here, one folder is there. You run this. Py polymorphism example 1. A is not defined. Huh? So self dot. Okay. S dot area. Okay, students. So this also I will remove. So come on to the point Py. Say that 1.2. I got it. Actually, which object I created? Square. Being a student of square, I need to get square area or not? That's why I will do what? Override. Very, very important point. I'm going to cover it. Come on, same thing. I will take it. Heading is same. Enter what? Side. Side. Self dot what here? S. Come on here. SA. SA is equal to what? Yes, self dot S. Star 2 or not? Area of what? Square is equal to what? SA. SA. Run the student. What is coming? Side. 2.3. 2.3 square is coming or not? What is this method is called? Come on, students. Good. Overridden method. Are you following me? Yes. Similarly, I will take one more type of class called what? Rectangle. I will take it. Rectangle. I will take rectangle. Of what I will take? Square I will take it. I will take it. What I am saying, L comma self dot R is equal to enter what? Length. Enter length, comma, enter what? Breadth I will take it, comma, breadth also I will take it. So, breadth, I will take it B. Are you understanding multi-line assignment? Self dot L into, come on students, self dot B. Okay, this is called what? RA. Area of what here? Rectangle. Area of rectangle is equal to, I see, RA. RA. Okay, come on to the point back. Say R is equal to, what is this now? Rect of. Say what? R dot. Happy. Run this. Rectangle. 2 and then 3 got only rectangle related area. Now I want to call what type of inheritance? First of all, this one. Circle to square. Square to where? Rectangle. Multi-level. Overriding. Inheritance. Everything. Now call it. Print of something I am writing there into 50. Come on. Super of area. Which area will come? So 3 and then 4.5. Side will come 23. 23 square is coming. Okay. By going to this place, I will write the same mechanism in this place also. What is the super area for square? Circle. Execute. So 34 and then 56 and then 1.2 radius is 3.4. All the answers are coming or not? Beautiful. How many methods? One method. How many answers? What is this concept called? One in many forms, which is the concept of polymorphism. Easy? Let's go to the stand up. What is the difference between constructor and method? So, wrong answer. Methods are meant for performing operations. Constructors are meant for initializing the object. Methods need to call explicitly. Constructors will call implicitly. Methods can return the value. Constructor will not return the value even into float, etc. It can return only none. Methods can have any programmer choice valid variable name. Constructor will have the valid name called underscore underscore init underscore underscore. Methods can be of 3 types. Constructor can be only one type, that is called instance only. So constructor cannot be called as instance method. Instance methods needs to call with respect to object. Constructor will be called automatically implicitly during object creation by the PVM for initializing the object. Methods, instance methods needs to call explicitly with respect to object name or self for performing the operation explicitly. There is a lot of differences there that I already explained. Okay, now read the notes. Fine. Coming to the point. Now, shall I move forward? This is called what? Area method, self with a super area. Now I will take the parameters. Parameters I will do. Same thing I will take with the parameters. Look at that. So, coming to the point of it, I will take it, comma what? R. This I will not do. Self R only. I never write self here. Only what? Formal parameter only I am using or not? Yes. Take care, students. So, same method is coming here. Same method is coming here. I am writing yes. I don't read this. I don't read that. Self dot. I say yes star 2. Yes star 2. Area of circle. I will remove this part for a minute. Next I will do what? L comma B. L comma B. I never do this. Right. Come on to the point of it. I will write what simply? L into B, I will do it. L into B, I will do it. L into B. Area of rectangle. That's all. Come on. What is this constructor is called? What is this method is called? Parameterized method. Here also parameter is there, here also parameter is there. Now I will call, come on quickly, area of what I am passing, 10, 20. Where it is going? Going to this rectangle class, looking for this area method or not? It will execute this. See, polymorphism example 2.py. Polymorphism example 2.py. Go to this place, polymorphism example 2.py, execute py, example 2.py. Answer is like this. This is called what? Fixed value. If I run my code again and again, same answer is coming. But we want a dynamic results to come. How do you do it? Simple. I can go to my previous example. I say this part I will bring it. This part I will bring it. If you understand me, I hope you are already with me in connection with the coding. I directly read the data. Dynamically I am passing first value and then second value and then breadth and this one. You enjoy this logic. So here close this, bracket close. As run this 3 and then 4, 12. You say 1.5 and then 1.5, 2.25. Understand? Okay. This is called which method? Rectangle. From the rectangle, I will call what? Area of what? Square. How do you do it? Students. Into what? 50. Super of dot area of, I need to pass the value or not? How to pass the value? Simple, students. I will bring this. What is that? Enter side. I will bring it. I will write this code here. Enter the side. Are you getting my point? That's beautiful. Run the code. 10 and then 12, 144, side 2.3, output. Okay. Right. Come on. See how I'm calling it. This part, I will go to this place also. How do you write it? Super of dot what? Area of, say what? Enter what? Radius. What a beautiful code. Run this code. See that here, say this 12 and 10, 120, 1.6, 2.2, etc. Radius 1.2. Answer is like this. Are you following? Dynamism is provided. Here I did not write a small line. I will write it here. I'll write it a small line here like this. Last and final, I will write it. Enter the length 1020. So to 2.4 and 1.8. Answer is like this. With the dynamism, polymorphism, with the dynamic reading, everything. With which function? Super function. Understand? Can I go for one complicated way? One wonderful mechanism I am going to. Shall I go for it? Where super function will not work, I am going to say. Where super function will not work, I am going to explain. Shall I? Online students, are you following me? Are you following me? Now I am going to enter into this. Take care, students. Going to this area. So is whoops is whoops is giving much whoops in the body to get the energy. Is whoops, No. Okay. If you follow it very well, it's perfect. So, Samir Ranjan Naik, sir, we have another class. What is that? Another class means? Polymorphism example 3. Come to the point back. So, remove. Now, remove. What class it is? Circle class separate, square class separate. Two different classes or not? Come on. Most beautiful part I am going to say. Rectangle class separate. What type of inheritance previous? Multi-level. Now I am coming to multiple, much dangerous. Come on here. Circle This also I will remove. Circle, I am writing here circle, comma what? Comma what? Square I am saying. Colon what? Pass. Circle, comma square. I can say polymorphism over, I can say, but no, this is the main point. Come on, how many classes? What is this function name? Area 1 and then area 2. Area 1 and area 2. Come on here, R dot what? Area 1. R dot area 1. What is that area 1? Area 1 is called what? Circle related. Circle related. 1.2 I will pass it. R dot what? Area of what? 12 I can pass. Okay, area 2. Okay, good. So example 3.py. Two different functions are there. Polymorphism getting the answers. Why? Because I am having what? I am having what? Different names. You take it one more time. Area 3 I can take it. What is the area 3? Rectangle. Yes or no? Rectangle also I can take it. Don't tired student. Don't tired. So I will take this thing. Don't get tired. So I will take this. I will talk about it. R dot area. Area. No problem. Area 1020. Different names only, na? Area 3 కావాలా 3 అంటే 3 రాద్దాం మళ్ళీ ఎందుకు మీతో వర్క్ అసలు ముందే మనం రైట్ సో ఆబ్జెక్ట్ has no attribute, something is there, so remove this. Okay, getting the answer or not? Yes. So we are going to get the fixed value. Now I am going to take same method. That is the point I want to come. Different methods, multiple inheritance, no problem.